PSNow gets some PS4 games. Middle-earth Shadow of War keeps getting better. Halo 5 in 4K, and some more Destiny 2 news. We'll get into it in the breakdown. What up, people? It's your boy DaRealMastalin back at it again with your daily dose. And as always, y'all know how this works. Before we get started, do those 3 things for me real quick. First one, stealth assassinate that like button. Subscribe here for more. Hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time I drop a video. Now let's break it down. First up to bat, PSNow has PS4 games. For all of you who said it wasn't gonna happen, that they wasn't gonna put their first party games up there, you were wrong. Now, I'm not saying this is the greatest lineup in the history of PlayStation 4, but this lets me know that they are willing to put up their first party games, and that I think this trend is going to continue throughout the year. By the end of the year, mark my words, I'm saying it right now, you will see Bloodborne, you will see Uncharted 4, they will be on PSNow by the end of this year, guarantee it. The reason that Uncharted 4 isn't up there is because they're trying to put out Lost Legacy. They don't want you to get too much Uncharted before Lost Legacy is out, but by the end of the year, mark my words, Uncharted 4 will be on PS Now. As of right now, the lineup includes Killzone Shadowfall, God of War 3 Remastered, Resogun, Helldivers, and a bunch of other third-party games, Tropico 5, Grim Fandango, Castle Storm Definitive Edition, Evolve. I don't know why they put Evolve, but also, now that I'm thinking about it, Evolve is an online game on a streaming service. That is going to be the most latency focused thing in the history of mankind. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But I'm telling you, like, right now it has about 500 games, PSNow. It's still way too expensive. Game Pass, Xbox's version of it, is $10. PSNow is just too expensive, especially for a streaming service. That's just no good way of putting that. Even if you have the strongest internet connection on demand. I have a gigabyte internet. I tried PSNow, it still has some latency issues, but right now, this still means that you do not need a PlayStation in order to play the PlayStation first party titles, even the PS4 titles. And like I said, by the end of this year, I guarantee you'll see Uncharted 4, Bloodborne, you'll see The Order on here, because you know they have to push that out, but they don't want to, like, that's gonna be one to like stealth show up. They just gonna put it on there, they ain't gonna announce it, and ain't nobody gonna know, or they just gonna hide it in a list of games that people actually want to play. But I guarantee you'll see a bunch of first party titles on PSNow by the end of this year, especially with Xbox in their Game Pass and how they're adding titles, some first party, some third party. The fact that that is a thing will put more pressure on PlayStation to do this, because I guarantee you they could have done this PS4 and PSNow thing years ago, but they didn't have anybody to push them to do it, and no service on the Xbox side was equivalent so people could make a basis comparison. When as soon as Game Pass was announced, all of a sudden they announced they was putting PS4 games on PSNow, even though they said it at the beginning, and they just never did it because they never had any reason to. Now they do, and I think since they do, they're gonna keep pushing them out harder and harder. Make sure that you as a consumer get the full benefit of PSNow. But until they lower the price and allow downloading, this is gonna be a lost cause, in my opinion. Like, they're gonna keep funneling money into it, because at this point in time they've invested too much in order to give up on it, but it's just a lost cause to me. In our next story, Halo 5 is getting the 4K treatment. According to 343, Halo 5 will be in 4K as per the launch of Xbox One X. Noticeably, when they were announcing all the games that were Xbox One X enhanced, Halo 5 was off the list. Everybody was like, why? But it's now been confirmed by 343 that they will be releasing a 4K patch for Halo 5. Now, I just want to ensure that Halo 5 doesn't have any FPS problems when going to 4K. They don't have any now, but they use dynamic scaling, so it'll be interesting to see how good or bad this works. But as of right now, you will get Halo 5 in 4K if you own the Xbox One X. Also, they slid this out there under the radar. They're gonna put 4 old Halo games on back compat, and all of the add-on map packs will all be free. So all of the Xbox 360 add-on map packs for these Halo games will be free in the Xbox store, and you'll be able to download them. So it'll pull that community together, even though you can still play them in the Master Chief Collection now. So you know, it is what it is. But they're adding Halo 3, adding ODST, Halo 4, and Halo 1 Anniversary. Again, all those games are in the Master Chief Collection, but just in case you still have your copies, you can use those with Xbox back compat, because all you need is the CD, or if you have it digital, you can just play it straight up. But like I said, we'll see how good this 4K mode, and that's one of the things I'm concerned about, is all of these games performance wise, usually Xbox is decently solid with their especially their first party games with, you know, stability, because they don't so much push resolution, or they do now, but they didn't push as much resolution as they did before, and they were okay with that. They were fine with trying to get performance out of it, which I give them credit for, even though it was limited by the console's constraints, which is still the case. But I wonder if any of these upcoming games are going to have any newfound problems now that they're pushing 4K. We'll see. The Xbox One X is a capable machine. I haven't had any hands-on time with it, so I can't really say definitively, you know, how the coding structure, any of that works. I've checked out my Xbox One S, because I can put in dev kit mode, so I've checked out that coding. It looks fairly simple, especially now XDK's out and checking through stuff, but it'll be nice to see how well these perform against their Xbox One counterparts, and Microsoft is going to need to show that soon. So hopefully at Gamescom they'll do like a sizzle reel of Xbox One to Xbox One X, so people can definitively see the difference between the two. We'll see. Next up, Middle-earth Shadow of War just got a little bit better, and that is in the form of the Nemesis Forge system that Monolith has just released for Shadow of Mordor. So if you don't have Shadow of Mordor, it's like $4 still right now on Steam, so go pick that up. And what the Nemesis Forge system does is it allows you to bring your strongest ally and your strongest enemy from Shadow of Mordor over to Shadow of War. So you can import those two characters, whoever you built up as your strongest ally and whoever you built up as your strongest nemesis, you can import those two characters into Shadow of War to have them in the game. And this is a fantastic update. It's completely free for Shadow of Mordor. So if you're still on it, I play Shadow of Mordor all the time, every Monday. I got my hashtag Mordor Monday series popping over at mixer.com/DaRealMastalin, and it's me playing Shadow of Mordor. I did a build a nemesis system type video probably about a month ago or so, and I do that all the time, periodically just building straight up a nemesis. But it'll be dope to see how well that translates in Shadow of War. And I have an idea of a couple new allies that I want to make, so look out for that series over at my Mixer channel. Come through, follow your boy, play some games with me. It's all good. You know, I play with my boys. We on there pretty much every night. Them Robin bullies in the building. And finally, we got this Destiny 2 news. Now, I know it's been a lot of Destiny 2 lately, and that's because they keep putting out information. It's just that simple. Now they put out the information for the open beta. It starts July 18th if you're on PS4 and runs to the 20th, and July 19th and runs to the 20th for Xbox One. So if you're on PS4, you get an extra day for those who pre-ordered, and for everyone else, there'll be a beta that runs from July 21st to the 23rd. So ultimately, if you're on PS4, you get 5 days. You're on Xbox One, you get 4 days. The PC beta doesn't start until August, considering that the PC version of the game doesn't release until October as opposed to September. Makes sense that it's about a month behind, but you'll get to play Destiny 2's first mission, the first story campaign mission. There's going to be 2 competitive multiplayer modes and one of the strikes, the one that everybody plays. So basically, you're going to play the build that they streamed when they announced Destiny 2. You'll play that build, hopefully, and I hope this is true, because what happened with Destiny 1 was if you played the Destiny 1 alpha or beta, you pretty much played the entire game. Like, that's about the extent of how the game played for the rest of the time. I really hope they don't shoot their load with this first beta. I don't know if they're gonna have another one, but I really hope they don't give you every single thing like they did with the first Destiny. I know people like love or hate this game, and that's not gonna change, I don't think, in my eyes, because Destiny 2, to me, it looks more like Destiny 1, just refined. So if you like Destiny, you'll probably still like Destiny. If you didn't like Destiny, I personally don't see anything that's gonna now draw you to Destiny, but I could be wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. Like I said, I'll play it either way. I'll let you guys know my thoughts on it when I put up my review for it. That's all the news I got for today. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I appreciate every single one of y'all for coming to these videos, for clicking on it, for sharing it, for leaving a comment, for yelling at me, telling me how bad I am, telling me that you hate everything I say, whatever it may be. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate the feedback. I just wanted y'all to let y'all know that. I wanted to say it out loud so y'all can hear it. And I just wanted to put it out there that every single thing I do, every video that I do is all because I just love video games, and I want to make sure that I inform y'all as best as I can. Follow your boy on Twitter at DaRealMastalin, mixer.com/DaRealMastalin. Like I said, I play a lot of games. As always, it's been your boy Mastalin. Always give me the real. I really do love y'all like some play cousins, man. I'm out.